Hello everyone, my name is Webweaver and welcome back to a brand new episode of Worlds of Horror. I forgot to hit the recording button when I started the run. So here we are. It's the beginning of a brand new run, 0 keys, medical history, Kathak Otorasu, and here's the seed right here. As you can see, this is how long the run's been going on for. We're not making pace for a speed run, I regret to inform you. But, yeah. What was the lighthouse? I don't even remember. I wasn't even paying attention. Second enemy, second mystery, dexterity. Alright, cool. Let's see if we can get the katana. So, in the last episode, you know, we're back with a furious vengeance and righteous anger. We got absolutely humiliated on the last episode. Oh, we're on timeline B, so we just win, huh? Is that how it works? Could be, if we get Fear Festival. Okay, good. We're fine. We don't have the easy dub just yet. But same runs, same run as yesterday. We're just gonna try to actually like win the video game this time, if that makes sense. We could get a flashlight here. I think it's worth re-rolling at least once. Yeah, because like the chances of us getting at least one thing we want to buy is pretty decent, so we might as well do this. I stand by my sort of idea that, yeah, the compass is objectively better, but I feel like a lot of the time you could probably just win without it. And we have won without it. There was a big period of time where we literally didn't do, we literally just didn't buy the compass for a while, and we had a fair bit of success. So I'm pretty excited about that. But yeah, so hopefully, like, it's just a pretty standard run so far. You know, nothing. Now this is an interesting choice to make here. I think we're just gonna take the -1 stamina, honestly. I haven't had an opportunity to actually like respond to the comment yet, but there was an interesting comment that was dropped that basically said like I talk too fast and I click through the game too quickly, and I definitely think that we should do some like slower paced episodes, but I also feel like it's just it's a consequence of just playing the game so much, you know, right? Like, if you're playing a game that you've played, like, you know the game like the back of your freaking hand, you're not really gonna stop to smell the roses, if that makes sense. And there are a lot of games that I play like more methodically or slower, but this is definitely not one of them. But we should do a slower episode every once in a while. I do think that those are important. And I do realize that, like, you know, you're like, oh, you know, it's a roguelite, I'll just watch this episode. And then you're like, Jesus Christ, man, what is this guy doing? That makes perfect sense. So, although, you know, with the current situation of being on a trip, and we actually have the flashlight here, so we'll just take the injury. And this is something that we can actually bandage, and this is a major injury, so we get a lot of value out of that. But with the current situation of being traveling and having absolutely god-awful upload speeds, the Ethernet cable that we got a while ago, it really does help. But this is rather unfortunate, by the way. 85% chance. Oh, that's bad. That's also very bad. Is this it? Is this the end of the playthrough? Do we have to restart already? Perhaps. We get her down to 14. Can we kill with that? No, we can't, because that's gonna do 12 damage. So we basically just need to do the same thing again and hope for the best here. I don't really want to abuse flesh regrowth, so what we're gonna do now, for those of you who don't know, flesh regrowth is broken and is an infinite heal. To not abuse it, what we do is we cast it once and then forget it, because it does, like, it won't heal you more than, like, on Harbinger of Doom, where it's 13-13, it won't heal you for more than 11. But the problem is that it doesn't, like, cap you at 11, right? So, like, what it's supposed to do is it's supposed to cap you at 11, and if you use it again, it would cap you at 9, 7, etc., etc. It'd still be really strong, don't get me wrong. Because if you don't have, like, a Demon Mask or something, you know, you could just keep using it forever, but, it's a very good... Uh-oh. I forgot to... Oh, wait, no, we still have Desperation unlocked. Okay. So this is a weird one for sure. That's kind of cheating, but, you know, it is what it is. Basically, you can usually only use Desperation if you're below 3, but the thing is, it unlocks as an action when you're below 3, so you can heal above it, no problem. Now, we took an absolute beating. We're in a very bad spot right now. Like, that's highly not good. So Infested Girl, that was the first enemy, correct? Yeah, so whoever's next. So we need to remember the second mystery and whoever's after Infested Girl. But, yeah, with the upload speed, it's not really like, you know, it takes like 12 to 15 hours with the Ethernet cable's help to upload like a 20-minute to 30-minute video, right? So I can't really go like an hour-long episode like we used to do, because that would just take way too long. But once I get back from my trip, we could definitely look into doing some more, not necessarily instructional content, just more or less. All of these are kind of bad. I mean, we can take we could take folklore studies, or I mean, art knowledge is maybe fine, but we'll do folklore studies, I guess. Do we have to go to the village? I don't know if we do. I guess because it increases our I guess our chance. You know, let's reroll. That's what I wanted. Give me that. That's what I wanted. What did we even get here? We still have that, so I'm happy. But, yeah, so I was actually thinking about it would be fun to, you know, this is the meme. Oh, you're gonna do tutorial content now, aren't you? Yeah. No, I get it. The only sort of instructional content that we've ever really done was the tier list. The tier list was a lot of fun, though. But, let's see, what do we got here? If we didn't have Mangled Hand, I'd want to do Spine-Chilling Story of School Scissors, because it's pretty short. We don't have 2 items that we can discard. So I guess we do Mermaids? Yeah, we do Mermaids. It's not ideal, but Mermaids is kind of like, as far as mysteries go specifically, it's more of a free space. So we'll take care of the Mangled Hand, and the thing is, we can't sell the painkillers. It's a little bit awkward, but what we want to do is we want to go to the tree and we want to get cursed. Now, the reason why we want to do that is, and we could have gotten something really bad here, but we got Stalker, so it's fine. It only matters if we see the Stalker girl. So here's the deal, right? We don't want to get Jar of Blood / Jar of Fondest Memories, because that would be really bad. But we can't use the painkillers either. Like, we can't sell them and we can't use them. The reason for that is because... Oh, Badly Bruised, it's taken our strength down. That sucks. Why can't we click on it? That's so weird. We can click on everything else, but we can't click on that. That's a bummer. Oh my goodness. So let's try the 85% attack again. Thank you very much. I mean, I guess we'll just do it again. I don't like this, but we might as well. I don't really have an alternative play, which is a little bit annoying, but it is what it is. Yeah, this seems like the best bet. It's a little bit of a risk, but I think that was... We weighed the risk pretty decently there. So anyways, what was I saying? I don't know. I have been... oh yeah, I think at the start of the video, I was trying to talk about how I started rewatching Konosuba, and I forgot how funny it is, really. It's pretty... Oh my god, we're almost dead. So we can't die here, so we're happy, but we need to get cursed again and then probably rest for a bit, if I had to assume, because we want to go into we want to go into School Scissors. Wait, when do we get a broken bone? That's a little unfortunate, isn't it? But let's get that taken care of. Stable condition is nice. Can't get any of the other ones taken care of because those are all like mutations and stuff. So we'll take the tax, the 6% doom tax, just to kind of get us back in the game here. It is a little unfortunate, but follow the weird man, get some of that, crawl some of that doom back. And we don't really want to do the side quest here because we don't want to take... Like, I'm scared of the seaside. Like, the seaside has, like, so many cadavers, you know, minus reason events, and it has so many, like, the seaside is scary, and then you take minus reason for just doing that in general. I don't like it. So, you know, I didn't fully think this one through, because we're burning it all down. Which obviously, that afflicts us with the burned status effect, which is, you know, that's not bingo. That's not bingo at all. So I guess we can do Moonlit Sailors now, because we actually have a couple items that we can discard, which is pretty helpful. But, yeah, no, so we'll discard the... We'll actually wait until we get to the end here, because we don't want to... If only we had the bandage still. We don't want to get into a situation where, let's say we run into a Burning Man or something, because we'd rather just use the painkillers, I think. Do we want to go up to 50% Doom? Yeah? Or I guess we'll just make the Charisma check. That's perfectly fine too. But yeah, no, I think we're just vibing. So anyways, Konosuba's funny. I forgot. Like, it really, like, I really do love the sort of dynamic about how, well, all the characters are awful, right? Like, that's kind of the point, is that all the characters are kind of, like, self-sabotaging, horrible people. So it's kind of nice to see them fail, but at the same time, they have sort of, like, an endearing, like, anti-hero quality, if that makes sense. Like, they're not evil. They're just incredibly flawed and awful, and then they get themselves into comedic situations. So that's been pretty fun to revisit. Now with this right here, revisiting these terrible perks, I feel like we'll probably take Folklore Studies, and then Stamina, I guess, because we really just need to take Dexterity, right? So I mean, I guess we can, but I think I'd rather just Stabilize, honestly. We don't need to do any discarding until it says Organized Fishing Trip. That's a little bit of a bummer. I don't want to go back to the hospital so soon, because that is 50% Doom. Does it really matter if it turns into an infected bite? We go down to 4, 7, as far as, we go down to 4, 7, and 1, as far as Dexterity, Perception, and Funds go, respectively. Yeah, I guess we'll go get this taken care of. I mean, I don't want to, though. Like, that's kind of a bummer. How's the school going? The school is not max threat level yet, so I think it should be fine. It's just a bummer we're getting all these injuries. And before you ask, no, stable condition, while you do discard it, it does not count towards discarding items for the quest. So you might as well just keep them, unless they bother you being there, which they don't for me, so, you know, I don't mind it if they stay. Okay, so here's the deal. We kill her in 2 turns, we get our health back. So let's just do that. Nothing wrong with that. Just kill her in 2 turns, we get back to max reason. We got slapped. We got slapped. Okay, so get rid of the branch, make sure to discard that and not sell it. It is true that there are some items that you can use and get the positive effect of them, and they'll count as being discarded. but I only stumbled into that once by accident, and I don't remember which items it is. So I'm not gonna take it, I'm not gonna take the chance. But another reason, sort of like benefit of clicking through the game so quickly, I suppose, is that it doesn't really like, you're not getting like the concrete experience of the game by watching these videos, if that makes sense. Like, you're not getting, because a very big part of the game is the horror element and the, like, the fact that it's unsettling and chilling, if you will. And so, you know, reading it and going through the game at your own pace and just having a, wait a minute, let's go! I was like, wait a minute. Don't forget this time. We've done it. Okay. That is... The achievement is significantly easier to get on Timeline B because you get the torch from both this mystery and the Sailor's mystery instead of just the burned down school. But oh my god, I cannot believe I almost forgot that. Like, I have been missing the heavy bonk so much, but here it is. But anyways, I feel like that, you know, you never want a playthrough of a game to sort of, like, replace the game, if that makes sense. At least from the perspective of me. Like, maybe the perspective of you could want something that replaces the experience of the game, which is, you know, that's fine. That's not the kind of content that I want, though, or that I want to make, personally. And so, I like the, this is kinda, I hate this, but this is, you know, we'll just do it. Okay, so anyways, I started throwing. And then we can we do this? That's 5 exactly, so you love to see it. So 5-9 is a little bit scary, but we're about to level up. But basically, it's like, you know, you watch these videos, you get a vague idea of sort of what's happening in the game. And, you know, if you want to experience the game, like, purely from a... Like, if you want to experience a game purely from the, like, the gameplay side of it, I feel like the videos do that relatively well. Like, not the best, because obviously, like, you have to know what's happening. Because if you don't, then I suppose the videos are quite inaccessible. Which is probably something that I should work on, to be honest with you. But from a, like, purely a gameplay perspective, you've got that going on. There's a lot of focus on combat and sort of like the more like planning the run out as what mysteries you want to do first and how we've kind of got that down. We've kind of been honing that down, which has been really nice. But definitely, you know, you're kind of missing like half the game, you know what I mean? Because a lot of it is just like the creepy ambiance and the sort of the idea of it, like the imagination aspect of fighting these horrific monstrosities. Nothing against this guy on the screen right now, honestly. You know, he's just vibing, and so maybe that was a harsh thing to say.
Well, we're terribly sorry. We've lost Emmerdale through some technical fault.
So with that being said, I don't want to take 4 stamina damage. So I think what we're going to do is brace for impact. Controversial, I know. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna press this button right here, the desperation button, and then we're gonna hope that we don't die. Which is, again, controversial, I know. And we made it. So it's just 2 claps, and we're all good. Now that is actually, that's actually helpful, if you can believe it or not. That's actually helpful for what we're doing here. Now this is not. Do we take Fast Learner? Or, no. No, we don't. Anatomy class is okay. I think we'll take Art Knowledge, because we got, like, 1... What's the mystery after this one? I have no idea. If it has anything to do with the school... No, it's the perverted centipede. We take anatomy class. Although anatomy class won't really help because, you know, nothing against the perverted centipede. Well, actually, let me walk that back. Maybe a few things against the perverted centipede. Mainly because it's a perverted centipede that crawls around in the air ducts. It's also a beast enemy, so it is not classified as a human. So anatomy class won't do anything for us. So what sort of... What do we do here? I mean, we take anatomy class because the apartment stalker exists, so there we go. And I'll just take stamina because why not? We're gonna level up again, probably, allegedly. So we can hopefully get 2 points of dexterity. Take reason damage, please. Thank you very much. And then perform the ritual. So it's 2 claps. We're hoping that we don't get owned. Oh my god, that's the exact opposite of what we want. Okay, so it's 2 claps to start with, and here we go. Obviously, 10 EXP in the bank. Let's go. Let's go. You love to see it. You've discovered Smog, by the way. You've discovered Smog. Smog the dragon on his treasure hoard. But let's see here. We should be good. I think we've won. I think it's pretty safe to say at this point. I'm fairly certain we've won. I don't think it's. I don't think a ghoul. We've been grabbed by the ghoul, as you know, Ghoul, the famous character from Toho. Or I should say, the famous enemy type from Toho, the ghoul. You know, everybody knows the ghouls from Toho. Ah, yes, it's the Ghoul of Boundaries, of course. Barely, like, 0.2% of the people watching this video will have any idea what I'm talking about, because not only is it Toho, but it's a niche reference in Toho itself. And it's something that happened semi-recently. So it's a niche within a niche. Also, it might even be a niche within a niche within a niche, because it's sort of, because it's like a, is it an official English translation, or is it just a bad English translation? Like, that's something that I wasn't entirely clear on. This sucks, by the way. All my homies despise this with a burning passion. So guaranteed to hit. 4 damage goes down to 18. So we'll live. We'll live, you know, but we're not really happy about this. So what we can do is we can regain stamina, and then we can suffer because we missed the 95% chance to hit, and then we die. Oh, thank God for that. Okay, so desperation, and then we just do this, and we're good. She's dead. We're not happy with the current situation. I would say that that's a pretty fair thing to say. Is this doomed, or are we safe? I don't know. We're gonna do this. That's incredible. Okay, we're safe. We're actually fine, so we don't have to worry about randomly dying. I mean, we could still randomly die, but the chances are astronomically low. So I think we're relatively fine. Let's not get disemboweled by a vending machine because we told it that we have a different taste in music. Thank you very much. And it should, like, as long as we don't take random stamina damage. Goodbye. That son of a gun. That doesn't really matter, but I don't like that happens. I don't like that happens at all. Also, if it's the apartment stalker, we basically lose. So that's something to keep in mind. So this would be the last chance if we wanted 8 dexterity. I think that we're not going to have 8 dexterity unless we reroll the perks, which we're not going to do because I want to rest twice. We have fetid fumes? No, we don't. That's very lucky. So I guess we'll just take, all of these are all of these are completely useless. Fast learner won't do anything because we're gonna fight the boss and then we're gonna win the game. Outdoorsman won't do anything because we're not gonna do a luck check ever again. And art knowledge won't matter because we're probably not gonna do a perception check ever again, and perception and luck don't matter for the lighthouse, so... Yeah, cool. I guess we'll take fast learner for the memes, but, no, we're definitely... Oh, that's great. That's great. You love to see that. We'll take a hot... actually, hold on. Cold bath, because... Uh-oh. So we lost because of that. So basically what happened was when we were leveling up, we were in an investigation. So when we came out of the level up, we were here. The chances of us winning are astronomically low. I am rather frightened. I don't think it's possible for us to win. I definitely do not think it is possible for us to win. We're gonna have to have something called luck, and it's gonna have to be on our side. So, you know, we miss one attack, I think we lose. Okay, so what's the most damage that we can do in a single turn? Let's find that out. So the most damage that we can do in a single turn is 24. So... if we get extremely lucky, we can win the video game. But let's kind of get luck on our side a little bit more. Bring them down a bit, because we're going to have to brace one more time. So here's what we can... Actually, hold on. What's the most damage that we can guarantee? That's good to think about. So, the most damage that we can guarantee, I think, is 16. Yes. Which is nothing to scoff at. Absolutely not. So we brace again. Because can we bring him... How realistically can we get, like, a 20 damage off? I mean, it's 92% chance times 2. So we're gonna have to take a risk, but I think that's probably the best risk to take. 3 92% chances versus multiple, you know. So, fingers crossed here. This is pretty bad, regardless. So here it goes. Here it goes, boys. I don't think, like, if we threw the rock ring, he'd go down to 19, and it's like, then what, right? Like, nothing after that. So anyways, it's been an honor. Oh god. Oh no. Can we make it into the lighthouse? I actually don't know. I'm pretty sure we won't die until we actually hit, go up the staircase. So let's see what's happening here. We are fighting Takashi. We are taking -3. And then we are taking -3. And I forgot both of these things, by the way. So, I think we've lost. I think that's pretty safe to say. So we're failing the dexterity check. And then we're failing the light source check. But everything else... Actually, are we fine? I think we might be fine. Unless I misremembered the lighthouse that I literally just looked at. It's Takashi... the light source, dexterity, and then second mystery, and then second enemy. So no, we actually won. I'm good at video games, I swear. So anyways, I started slicing. 15 damage is not bad. But here's what we want to do. We want to brace, so we take 1% doom, and then we want to kill him next turn. Sound good? Sound good. Although we can't do that because, you know, he'll be at 19. Oh, that's bad. I forgot about that. Thankfully, we don't really have to worry about that for the moment. Bruh. So anyways, we braced again. And then we did this, and he's dead. So we're still good. We have still won. We have still beat the video game successfully. But let's try to guess this. Was it Dream Eater? I'll take Dream Eater for 5% Doom, Alex. It was not Dream Eater. Was it Mad Janitor? No way. And then second mystery should be decently easy to figure out, but we don't. It doesn't really matter because we win after. We win no matter what button we press next. But so we went from Freaky Feature into Mermaids, right? Hey, that is correct. And then here you go. There's quick thinking. There's what we were looking for the whole time. If only we still had the patina ring. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. My name's been Webweaver. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you on the next episode of World of Horror. Hope you're having a good one. Hope you're staying safe out there. Goodbye.